Welcome back, my name is Tobo and thank you for joining me on another Starsector video. We're back in town after our forays out to the western quadrants here. That's not even the quadrant, that's the system, the western quadrants on the galaxy map. And we're coming back with a good amount of plunder and goods, so I'm going to learn which systems I can. We already know the MIRV launcher. I'm going to drop a couple things off. We do, and I wondered this last episode if we had a pristine nanoforge, and we do in fact have one, which is going to be awesome. I think, I mean, I don't know for sure, but it looks pristine and it's worth 500,000, so I got to think it's worth something. We are sitting in Jankala. Our fleet is doing okay. It got a little bit battered when we were out in combat, so I think I'm going to refit the Dauntless. It's only going to cost us 17,000, so we'll go ahead and refit it and fix her back up. Got a little bit beat up there in our engagements. I think I'm going to take a minute to go through a refit for all of these ships because some of them only have mining blasters because they were purchased later on, or do they not? Was that just one? Okay, so maybe I'll just refit the Graviton Beam, Harpoon MRM, Heavy Blaster MRM. Attack lasers. Let's try close support. See what you can buy. That's fine. Did you put that graviton? Oh wow, you're gonna go over. I think on flux like crazy. Let's take the weapon groups. Is it not that bad? That's really not a lot of flux at all. Okay, I guess it's fine. We've got heavy blasters, annihilator rocket launchers, which I think annihilators are. Yeah, kind of like swarming. We were kind of going for like a swarming idea. We could put some. What could we put on you? Harpoon MRMs, right? That's that. Oh, that is the flux to fire. I mean, we could put some salamanders. Is it just one we have? One salamander MRM? Just for fun, maybe we do that. Salamander, we'll put back the flux items there. And yeah, the rest of the fleet's looking okay. I'm not, again, super happy that this ship is so freaking slow, but it is what it is, right? I could try to micro control the fighters by making my flagship the carrier, but I'm assuming at some point we'll find a good balance between all these, and really our ships are doing okay without us. I just have to be a little careful about how far I send them ahead. So let's check the fleet. What's for sale? Ooh, we've got some goodies. We have a light cruiser, a big cruiser. It's just like this cruiser with the middle not cut out of it. You've got 2 small missiles, 3 medium energy, 3 medium ballistic, and 5 small energy. 2 mediums, 2 smalls, 2 mediums, 4 smalls. So, not shabby. Nothing. Got another wolf class. Nothing really jumps out at me here. Let's take a look at the open market and the black market. Let's grab a tug. I'm not super crazy about how much the tug uses, but I think it can overall help us get a little bit faster out in space. And I can reduce the cost of the tug's maintenance as well. We've got a couple light carrier, a light carrier freighter. Let's check the black market. Light carrier, some the Buffaloes are converted old freighters, it looks like. So let's take a gander at here. This increases the burn by 1. I want to add the maintenance reduction, which is efficiency overhaul. That's about all we can even put on the ship. It's so small. Is there anything with 2? No, there's not. So we'll add random things on here. Okay. And so I think we're ready to take a look at what else we're going to go get ourselves into. Let's refuel, resupply. I might drop some of these heavy. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll drop them off in here in case we ever need to bring some to another area. Or we can start stockpiling for when we want to do like a mission or a big sale. Someone mentioned in one of the earlier videos that occasionally systems can get completely blockaded. So they'll make like a call for parts or a call for supplies, and so that might be a good way to make a decent buck for sure. And 600 of those. We're at our limit just about. Oh, how pretty. You've got, so yeah, that can be a good example. We've got a spaceport in Jingala. They do farming here. This produces food, right? And the food, it looks like, is exported. The mining is organics. Really? It produces organics? That's interesting. Okay, sure. That's exported. The Star Fortress. So fancy. It demands crew. So all these things are demanded and imported. This looks like it's a black market import, I guess because of the red box. Again, so much of this stuff is things that I just don't even know about. So it's going to be quite entertaining to try to get a handle on this once we start. We have a lot of supplies, so we could include stopping at some systems along the way to start. We could just pop in, see what's there, and then pop back out. We don't necessarily have to do all the surveying on every world. So we've crossed a couple of mission offers when we were coming back home, and I accepted one derelict ship mission out this way. There's some bounties out this way. One of them is somebody who has a battle cruiser, so we're going to probably pass on that one. 2 light cruisers, or 1 light cruiser, missile cruiser, and an attack carrier. This is a one of those pirate-based missions. So we don't have any of those. What about exploration? We have a lot of things that we've discovered. Rare ore, habitable world. Maybe we do this. Let's go towards this exploration mission, and maybe we'll just peek in at a couple different systems and see what's going on. So that sounds like a good time, right? Let's do Beta Hero, and we'll burn that direction. Wrong button. Our burn rate is a little bit faster, you'll notice, because of the tug. Now, what's going to hurt us, though, is once we get out into hyperspace, you'll see a much higher cost of fuel and supplies. We were sitting at about 21 per day, and now we're going up to 30 per day. So it's one of those things. It's a trade-off. It gets you there a little faster, but it costs more to get there in the first place. Supplies still aren't bad. That's 2 per day. That's nothing. That's barely anything in the long run. The fuel is what really hurts, but we still have a really decent range. If we're looking at our mission range here, we're able to get out to at least out to the exploration mission. It will probably have to find us some fuel when we're out there, but I'm not too worried about that because there does tend to be a lot of items that we can salvage. But who knows? We might get stuck and have to call for help. It has happened. All right, so we're what are you? I gotta be careful in case you're like a salvager fleet. Please don't poke me. Okay, that was probably not smart that I flew right into them in case they were a baddie. But they weren't, so we're friends. And we'll stop in here, Beta Hero. When you first get into a system, by the way, before we do the jump, if we're looking at a system, we don't know what's inside of it. We don't know what planets it has. So if we're looking at the planet filter list, this is only showing us systems we've been to or someone's been to where there's data. So as we start to jump into a system, it has, ooh, this is a gorgeous system. Right here we immediately get a list of rough planetary data. So now these systems have been added to the overall planet filter. It's just that we don't know anything about them, but they've been added there. So if we want to look for Terran systems, what's going to be useful is just dropping into systems and just kind of poking our eye in there. What do we have here? We had data, right? Data. We have a rich rare ore deposit. It's volcanic world on the outer reaches of the Beta Hero star system. Holy crap. Okay. Let's burn over to this world first, and then we'll burn up to these, and we might even jump out and jump back in. It's okay either way. This is gorgeous though. Look at these rings. I think this is the heaviest density of a ring system I've ever seen, and plus the was it a neutron or a blue star? Neutron blue giant? Is it just called a blue giant? Is there not another name for that? O star. Looks really good though. I love how pretty. I mean, for being a top-down game, you know, sometimes you might not expect much, but this game has moments of just absolute beauty in it, especially when you're coming into systems with like a pulsar with the pulsar beams sticking out of the system. Really cool. Okay, we're gonna take a look at extreme tox. Okay, not really what we're looking for. I don't think I want to waste our supplies on this because this does eat up your supplies. They are consumed. Like it doesn't consume your, you know, your people, but it does consume your supplies. Can I check the system planets? How do I do this? I can click on this. I can click on these. Oh, we have to be nearby to get that preview here. We have to actually show up on and do like I guess it's a, oh, it's like the level of question mark, right? We've done a preliminary survey by even going to it. Okay, so you do a preliminary survey by just, you know, sitting in orbit and letting your scanners do an orbital scan. Okay, got it. You know, this would be a great game to do a Star Trek overhaul where it's in the early days of the Federation and you're kind of, you know, you're basically on that 5-year mission where you're going out there to reach out to find new planets and new systems. What in the shit? Okay, I thought these were, for some reason I thought this was a minefield and it was going to kill us. But yeah, I mean, I've seen some mods, by the way. I think I will probably do a Let's Play series with one of the mods, the big mod packs. And I might wait to do it until they catch up. Because right now, the mods for Starsector are still running on like 0.84, or 8.4 rather. So they're a little bit behind. Toxic and extreme activity. Okay. And I think it's, I'm trying to remember which pack it was. A couple folks have given me really great recommendations for mods here. And of course I already forgot. I think it's a mega mod called Nexarellan. I believe that's the one I'm referring to. I've been told that's a really awesome kind of full conversion mod. And there's another one that I saw called, I think it's Arcane Order is the name of it. So I'd like to maybe look at both of those and pick one to do a playthrough with. And maybe we'll do a playthrough with one on version 9 once they get to it, if they get to it. And then I will probably do another playthrough on version 1 of Starsector when version 1 comes out, because we are on 0.9 alpha. So I gotta think that 1.0 is coming up soon behind. Did I completely miss this planet? Okay, how does this work? I think I hit all the planets, did I not? Rich rare ore deposits location in Beta Hero, right? Are we are in Beta Hero. Did we not? So we'd have to survey each one to come up with the rich ones. Oh, that's my fault. I forgot about that. We don't want to waste I don't think we want to waste all of our supplies trying to, that's 210 supplies just to try to find a rich rare. Okay, so I'm sorry about that. A little bit of wasted time. The end result is if we really wanted to find out, we'd have to do a actual survey of the planet, which is just going to eat up our supplies, which, you know, right now we don't really want to do that. All right, so well, that's fine. We had a little bit of getting to know each other. We'll pop over to Zenair and try to find a habitable world. Now that should be something we immediately see because it's detectable when you're orbiting. It lets you know if it's habitable or not. So we shouldn't have to do an in-depth scan of that. This might be more useful because we want habitable worlds as part of your colony. I mean, I guess you don't need it per se, but it helps you avoid a higher level cost or maintenance cost. From what I understand, you want an you want a habitability rating as close to 100 as you can get because it lowers your overall maintenance costs. Let's just go to the fringe jump point, that's fine. Alright, Terran world. Goldilocks world, let's see it. Okay, there's nothing. Did we already survey? We must have actually used this data before, that's funny. Is there a way to mark that on your... Is there a way to basically say, hey, we've used this data? Let's not. I guess there's no way to tell if we've even. I mean, we've been here, so I guess we have to remember that. Hey, we've done. You know, we've probably done some of these, and they're not even there anymore. All right, fair enough. Or maybe I just don't click on them until I am ready to do them. That way, it stays as a. What is this? Whether this is tagged important. How about we just mark important the ones we've done? It's kind of annoying, but yeah, let's do that. And I think we got this location of a habitable world from the derelict ship, but we'll leave it unchecked because we haven't verified that. Okay, so we're over here in the corner of the world. Let's go down to our objective and get onwards and upwards with our mission of exploration. If I come across any systems that have... we gotta be a little bit careful here. Oh, we're in a bad spot too. Please don't lose anything. This is a couple planets here. Where's that? I just saw a distress call come above us. Let's see, have we been here yet? We have not been here. System unexplored. All these areas are unexplored. Why don't we drop in on a few of these? See if we can't find any goodies. Hey look, goodies. A domain era cryo sleeper. This is massive vessels of legend, transported millions of humans. Oh! Can we rescue? Wait, what is going on? City of Brass, Solo Libre. Waterworld would be good to do a survey on, perhaps. This is neat. What am I getting? Okay, I'm getting a ping over here. I'll come back to that in just a second. Now remember, we don't have any objectives here. We're just exploring. I hate buzzing around something. Alright, your fleet approaches a domain era cryo sleeper left from the initial domain exploration of the sector. Got it. This is one of the massive vessels. Oh, sweet mother of God. Can we kill? Holy shit. Alright, let's have some math. Okay, 22,000 hull integrity. In comparison, we have 10,000 on our cruiser. However, we would be able to surround this ship, but it could probably nuke the crap out of us. Oh, I'm so torn. I really want to look. It's got Mjolnir cannon, railguns, SRMs, plasma cannons, point defense lasers, flak cannons. It's a lot of weapons dedicated to point defense. But I feel like the freaking others would be able to just wipe us out in a heartbeat. Oh, but we could possibly... I'm so torn here, guys. And I almost want to just try it for fun. Would you let me try it for fun if I saved it? And if we died, we reload it with the purposeful, you know, we say that this is for science. Because right now we can escape. This isn't a matter of tactically making a bad choice and being in a bad spot. This is more of, let's see if we can kill this. Let's do that. Let's save the game here. Okay, no judgment. No judgment, right? I just really want to see how this bad boy looks. Let's see if we can swarm this thing and disable it through overwhelming its sensor, or overwhelming the flux. Alright, so I'm going to lead the way for once. I want my ships to just branch off on either side. I want my cruiser to hang back behind me. Alright, I want you guys to flank around. You flank around this way. I want to go straight in on it. We all have to kind of time it so we're getting there at the same time, though. Right. I want you to start attacking with your ships. Perfect. You're going to distract him with those. These guys went a little bit farther than I wanted. Alright, let's curve on in. This is going to be so bad. Oh my god, this is going to be so bad. I'm going to immediately start braking and trying to get away. I'm going to start side strafing from this guy. Oh, sweet mother of God, I got a vent. I got a vent. Let's hope he doesn't kill us with these shots. Alright. He's turning on the destroyer. Alright, is everyone attacking? Everyone needs to get mega super aggressive right now. Alright, everyone's attacking. I'm launching missiles. Let's drop our pod special. Go, 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 go. Shields are back up. I'm smacking my fast missile racks as much as possible. Okay, he's got really high flux though. We're not fast enough to keep up with him. Go, my children. I'm pressing Z. I'm gonna send my ships forward to help out. Oh, guys, you need to be aggressive. Why are you coming off it? Get on him. Oh, they might actually be overloaded from the stupid, from whatever he's got for his weapons. That's rough. Oh, please don't blow up our own ship. That's a good ally. Okay, that's one down. Oh, those swarmer missiles are brutal. We got this, guys. We're gonna be brave. We don't got this. All right, that's us down. That's us down. I don't know why they pulled off so much, though. I mean, pull off, vent, and get back in it. That's the whole point of having frigates, right? I don't know if we could even ever kill this guy with the hull level he had. Oh, that's so brutal. Okay, what can we do? We have to exit the game, not save. That's what we want. Oh, this kills the game. Be right back. Oh look, through a convenient rift in time, we find ourselves back just before the battle happened. Oh gosh, we know that this ship is bad. We are just not going to fight it. Okay, so yeah, definitely, I hope that was okay with you. I did want to try out just to see how bad that ship is, what a badass it is, and it hurts. It definitely hurts. Why are you having a knip shit here? Oh, okay, another battle. Thankfully our fleet is all together because I did reload right before right before we had that fight. I do want this probe, so I'm going to fight for it and hope that our ships don't get blown up again. I'm going to keep us a little tighter, and I think I'm going to like do this subdivision breakdown where I do frigates on destroyers, destroyers on points of interest. And what I'm going to do is keep my ship relatively close to the carrier, because the carrier is the only thing that doesn't have a free, an open command right now. So I'm going to try to just harass from distance here. It looks like we can do a fine job by just, yeah, as it is. Okay, we're going to try to hop this guy here. Should have waited till his, oh, it was fine. I was gonna say I should have waited till his flak was down, but it didn't turn into an issue. Yeah, this is what I love about destroyers. So we're just gonna hang out here and realize that here's some enemies trying to come up on our friendly ships, and our friendly ships are the escorts are kind of intercepting those really quick ships that can get behind our own. So that's why you want to have those escorts there, so they can kind of cover and respond to those fast-moving threats. Aw. Nobody likes someone who pops flak out. Come on. Nice. I don't think we had any deaths on that one, and I think everyone did pretty good with no hull damage. Yeah, that was a good one because we all stayed together and covered each other. Ooh, beta core. This is better than the gamma core. Beta core is something that can, again, just like the pristine nanoforge, be put into anything that any of the sector, what's the phrase I'm looking for? Anything you can build on a planet, on a colony. So if you build a farm, well, you can apply the beta core to make it more efficient, I think. Let's see. Aids the overseers in administrating a colony-wide industry, so it gets more benefits. So, awesome. I'm excited about it. I think it was worth fighting them for. And that wasn't even the salvage we were after. We were after the probe. So AI ships, you have a chance of getting some of the AI items, so I think that's worth it. So we're going to hit this up, and then we're going to go take a look at this water world. And we're going to find Kevin Costner and rescue him, because he's been there for so long. Okay, begin salvage. Perfect, we're taking those items. We are a little lower on fuel. Of course, we have been traveling quite far in the galaxy. As far as I know, when you're in a system, though, it doesn't use your fuel up. So maybe it's like, is it anything per day? Like as I'm watching this thing go, it might not even be that. So that's nice. That means that you can just burn around a system and explore as much as you want. Okay, I'm gonna grab my top 10% top speed trait. Oh, you know what we haven't done in a minute? Let's look at our allied pilots. How y'all doing? No level up from you. That's a bummer. You are, what are you? You're, let's look at our carrier captain here, because we're basically training him to be the carrier, you know, the Admiral Adama of all carriers. You have max traits and many combat skills already. This is going to be target analysis, so we'll start leveling you up on that. And no one else has a level up. Maybe we should assign... Yeah, okay, so I don't know quite... I think it was because I was clicking the way I was. I've reassigned this guy. That's not good. We want to have this guy on the carrier. I don't know how I managed to mess that up. You are a heavy combat person. Got it. You are level 9, level 12, level 7. Let's put... Oh, have I not assigned you anywhere in a while? Oh, you're the one I rescued. Okay, we rescued you. And that's why we have too many officers. What does that do for us? I wonder if that increases your... I mean, we could still use you. I'll have to look into that. We have... Oh, we have... That's what it was. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maximum numbers. Oh, it just doesn't let you use them at all. So you're level 7 and you've got a mixed up batch. You're level 4 and you've got weapon recoil, and you've got some decent skills too. But I think the oh, you can't use the officer that is you picked up after you're at 4-4. They just go into this state of not doing anything. So I had her first. We'll put her on one of the faster ships that can probably get stuck in a bit and get some level ups. Okay, so we're at the water world. Let's take a look. It is habitable. It has high gravity, so that doesn't help. A water covered surface. Okay. Do we want to drop a survey? Let's drop a survey. This might net us a level 4 survey data. Moderate, so that's not really anything special. This is good mining. Poor farmland. I think it says you can't, no bonuses or penalties to food production. Does this supersede this? Don't know. Either way, it looks like it's a -1 for farming, if that doesn't matter, and some good ores. So this might be a decent, okay system. Nothing too fabulous about it. It's just got some water, or planet rather, not a system. This system may have some other stuff too. I did not survey the other 2 planets. And it has that cryo sleeper just waiting for us to eventually get strong enough to take out the protector. We had a couple other things here. We still have our mission that's pretty close by. Let's head towards the mission. Maybe we'll do an episode where the entire objective is to just fly around and explore. That could be a fun one. We might even sell off the cruiser. I should probably go into faster speed here. Who had that distress call just now? Right where we came from? I don't think I want to mess with that. Or was it above where we came from, I think? So maybe we wind up... You know, I wouldn't mind having the flagship be a light cruiser. I like the light cruisers a lot. They feel more maneuverable, especially the Falcon, I think, is the one that the Hegemony was selling back home at Corvus, because it has a bigger arc of a shield. I think the shield is 270, so it almost covers the whole ship, and it's a little more maneuverable than the current flagship I have. So perhaps we look at getting a couple more small, fast ships. So we really build up a fleet of fast destroyers and frigates, and maybe have a couple light cruisers as support. I may even dump the carrier. The carrier doesn't seem to be doing a whole lot, and I think it's the way we're using it, and I don't know if it has enough punch to really be effective. It's light, so I think it can stay with us, but if you ever notice in battle, it does tend to lag behind, and the battle moves on from there. So I want to really have a fast moving fleet that's able to keep up with all the enemies and use its speed to its advantage, because the wolf classes are wonderful. The wolves are really fast, able to respond to any kind of a threat for the most part, and they supplement each other. If they, you know, if one falls back, the other one can stay up front. I don't know if the AI is smart enough to do that, but you know, in theory. So what do we have? We have a bunch of stuff here. A water world, rocky unstable. Our mission is to explore, which is in the outer reaches of the Pandemonium sector. So kind of rough to find a random thing that's just classified as being in the outer reaches. Let's do an active ping. Okay, no return here. And I kind of want to feel like the outer reaches is around here in terms of how far away that is. And I didn't see anything on the mini map, so maybe let's head out this direction. And what I'll do is probably just drop an active scan every so often. Basically, when I head out of the range of what an active scan would have showed me, I'll try to pop another one, which maybe is right here. Okay, we've got a return. Looks like a lot, so that might be a salvage field or an active enemy. Let's do that again. Oh, I found him back. Oh, that looks like it's moving. Alright, we might have some friends here. Let's take a quick peek. We're pretty fast, so maybe we can survive it. This is a salvaging fleet, I think. I don't think they're going to be aggro on me. I think they just wind up being... Yeah, they're prospectors. So they just go do prospecting things. Salvage fleet, prospectors. Oh, we're here at the water world. Let's take a quick peek. We've got enough surveys to do a survey. It's kind of okay-ish in terms of hazard rating. Ultra rich rare ore, +3 transplutonic. This could be a great transplutonic ore system. It's way out in the middle of nowhere, and they've got ruins. One thing I was told, you want to apparently find a planet that is the biggest, I guess, the most rare ruins you can find, because it does give you boosts. So we can explore these ruins too, but apparently the ruins stay there, so it's kind of a bonus. So we're exploring ruins. We've got some goodies. We've got Hammer Barrage, which is 1500 damage times 4, and you can do that, it looks like 5 times. So this is a decent... Oh, these are dumbfire rockets though, so you have to be pretty close to your target, or it has to be pretty big. Alright, so we're going to leave this alone and continue on our quest for this random freaking derelict ship, which is going to be fun and joyful and full of fun. And I think what I'll do is put a cut in here after this mission is completed and we're on our way back home again. That way you don't have to, you only have to feel the pain with me for a little bit. This is another fleet up there. It's a pretty busy little system. Lots of NPCs in here. Okay, I don't care too much about the fleets here. Oh, that looks like a salvage field actually. Let's go to that. Go away. We've got dibsies. Oh, maintaining contact. That means you're aggressive, I thought. Let's take a look at this. Okay. What are you? Pirate Armada. You have a couple of converted destroyers, a bunch of shitty freighters, and 1 cruiser. Let's do it. You're just doing funny stuff. I think I'm going to... How's our fleet first off? We're all good on CR. Okay, our character has a level up, which I think I said I wanted to do what? Could do more officers. I don't know if that's necessary just right now, compared to some other things we could do. We don't really deal with too many command fleets. I mean, like, we don't have a big enough fleet where I'm constantly basically sitting on the map and giving orders. I don't really do that. I prefer right now to make a more active hands-on. This is detect at range. We're not worried about that. This is fleet-wide. Chance to recover weapons and fighters from enemy ships. Chance to recover disabled ships after battle. Recovered ships have fewer damaged mods. This is really good. This is a nice salvager one. This is recovered ships are better in basically better shape. I'm not worried about repairs as much. Ooh, I like this ability to do a remote survey of all preliminaries. Do a preliminary survey on all nearby planets remotely. This could be nice. This could be nice. 15% resources and rare items discovered from abandoned stations and other derelicts. This is a nice salvaging. This and recovery operations both seem pretty nice, but we're not getting a ton of ships from combat, and when they do, they're kind of crappy. So perhaps it's better right now to take the salvaging, at least the level for remote survey. Of course, we have to take the prerequisite industry first, so we'll come back to this. But maybe I do a skill in salvaging, post-battle salvage, 50% resources and rare items recovered from abandoned stations. I like all three levels of this, and I think this is going to be for later on. Ooh, 50% fuel salvage. That's nice, especially from when we're doing deep operations like this. Okay, you, my friend, are going to get interdicted because we don't like pirates, right? It goes against our religion. We're going to emergency burn to them. Didn't even have to do it. It looks like. We're gonna engage you because you've got some meh stuff. I'm gonna go with the same manner of plan I did before. So we're assigning escorts, escort, and escort, just like this. Okay, so we're going to manually stay nearby our carrier, and we're just gonna smack anyone that comes nearby because we have the firepower to out damage them. But they have the numbers, so they might try to get aggressive, and like they're doing here, send ships, you know, on little suicide missions, and it winds up killing them because they're too deep. Oh, that was pretty quick. I thought we were gonna get him. I almost want to go back to a wolf. I really miss being able to just get stuck in the middle of combat. Alright, I'm accelerating everything up. Let's find a fight. Let's find a fight with this other destroyer. Okay, I've got my missiles ready to go. Alright, so I'm doing decent damage. I'm going to stay at this range here and let my flux build up. As soon as he drops his shields, I'm going to unload missiles. I'm pressing my active things to swarm him. My active missile racks here. Got it. One ship down. This is a converted freighter, which is down. Again, notice the enemy doing a flanking run, but because we have escorts assigned, our escort should turn to pick that up, which he just did. Our friendly ships are in the way here, so I'm going to launch. Maybe they'll pick up new targets. Yeah, they do. That's nice. Oh, it's like a fireworks show. They're just blown up left and right. Alright, we're going to go after you, my friend. Come here. I'm going to even turn my shields down so I can go faster. Our fleet, let's see, we're at 96 speed. Weren't we at 94 before? 93, I guess that's the 10% increase. Nothing special. Oh, let's press Z to send our little crappy mining drones out there. Hey, fighters are very aggressive. That was nice. And I think we've got one more ship running away. Nope, that's a piece of trash. You have anyone left? Okay, it looks like somewhere there's another enemy ship off radar. So we'll keep going. They retreated. Okay. Alrighty, we will leave this one ship alone. I don't really want to take anything he's got. Not even impressed by the destroyer at all. So we'll just go for the wreckage. Very, very good. Helps to really supplement when you're in deep space to get other ships killed. This is a nice autocannon. 900 range. And it's anti-shield, so you can really sit at the edge of range and build up somebody else's flux, maybe while your allies are taking down the hull. Okay, and I think it's been a little bit. This is about 40 minutes, I think. So I think what I'll do here, folks, you've seen me analyze a derelict ship. I don't think there's anything too magical or special about it. So what I will do is continue to search this system for the ship, finish the mission, and head home. So I'll start out next time at Corvus, and maybe, I mean, we're still making decent money. Maybe around that time we'll start looking at heavily investigating and scouting systems so we can get our colony ship. Thank you so much for your time. I hope you do enjoy it. Leave me a comment if you need to, and I'll happily get back to you. Thank you much.